connect the dots. Because honestly, my friends, there's a picture here that's beginning to emerge. And I think the KZN Police Commissioner General Mkhwanazi, when he was talking about some cartel, I don't know, maybe he was referring to this drug cartel in Gauteng that somehow has links to these people in the authority. Could be or could not. It could not be it, but there's a picture I'm beginning to pick up here. Let's start with Ket Matlala, because he's the man that has been arrested. Ket Matlala. Let's put Ket Matlala's name here. So I'm literally going to do this while I'm connecting these dots, quite literally, because I want us to help each other. Now, Ket Matlala is someone who is linked to the police minister, Bheki Cele. And by linked to Bheki Cele, I mean Bheki Cele stayed at his luxurious apartment in Pretoria. Bheki Cele met with Ket Matlala at a Zimbali mansion or Zimbali house owned by Hangwani Malaumela. This was all reported on News 24. You can go check it out. And they did contact Bheki Cele, and Bheki Cele didn't deny that. In fact, there are some people who try to lie. Hangwani tried to lie and say, oh, I didn't know who was coming to the house. And yet News 24 says, but here's a message you forwarded to Ket Matlala, giving them the code for the gate. So, Ket Matlala, then there's Bheki Cele. What is Bheki Cele doing with Ket Matlala? What is Bheki Cele doing staying at a luxurious apartment owned by Ket Matlala and meeting with Ket Matlala, who, by the way, was just about to get a 300 million rand tender from the SAPS? Who was the minister of the police at the time? There is Morgan, or some people called him who? Hangwani Malaumela. Hangwani Malaumela. Hangwani Malaumela uses his house to facilitate a meeting between Ket Matlala and the police minister Bheki Cele. Why should you care about Ket Matlala and Morgan Hangwani Malaumela? Is because these people are flagged in investigations regarding the contracts that they got at the Tembisa hospital. News 24 has done an incredible work of exposing what Babita Deokaran tried to expose before she was killed. So these two individuals, when you go check out what Babita Deokaran had uncovered, you'll see in News 24 reports that their names are mentioned. And these are the two people who somehow have a connection to the police minister, because the police minister was at this guy's house, according to News 24. And Ket Matlala was meeting the police minister at this guy's house. And Ket Matlala has stayed at Bheki Cele's property. That's very questionable. Let's go to other individuals. And this is where it gets concerning for me. Serge Kabong. He was on this show. Was it this week? On Monday this week. Serge Kabong was on this show on Monday. He asked to come on the show because he wanted to, tell his side of the story, because the ex-girlfriend of Ket Matlala is now saying that Serge Kabong, who is friends or business friends with Ket Matlala, the ex-girlfriend of Ket Matlala says this guy was involved in her attempted murder, which is the case that Ket Matlala is in jail for. They want to try him on those charges. Serge Kabong made a very serious revelation on this show on Monday. He said he is close friends with the Deputy National Police Commissioner, Shadrack Sibiya. Okay? Now, let's write Shadrack Sibiya here. So, Serge Kabong says, yeah, I'm close friends with Shadrack Sibiya, when I asked him what their relation is. Who is Serge Kabong close to? Serge Kabong confirmed on this show on Monday that he is close to Ket Matlala, and he is also close to Morgan, aka Hangwani Malaumela. the two people who were flagged by Babita Deokaran in contracts and irregularities and corruption at Tembisa Hospital. In fact, the SIU, not the SIU, but I think is it the NPA that are already trying to attach some assets belonging to Hangwani Malaumela. So Serge Kabong, who is a close friend, according to him, of Shadrach Sibiya, who is the Deputy National Police Commissioner, is also close friends with Ket Matlala, who's arrested, and Morgan Hangwani Malaumela. Now, this is what shocked me yesterday. General Mkhwanazi says, on Ket Matlala's cell phone, they found a message that indicates Ket Matlala sends this message to somebody else and says, oh, the National Police Commissioner is going to be arrested and my person is going to get the position of National Police Commissioner. Who was he referring to as my person? Shadrach Sibiya. Why is a person who's in jail, who has been arrested on such serious charges, calling the Deputy National Police Commissioner my person? And to be fair on Shadrach Sibiya, I mean, he probably doesn't even know why Ket Matlala would refer to him as my person. But let's look at the dots again. Is Shadrach Sibiya linked in any way to Ket Matlala? There's only one person who is common between them, who could possibly link them. Isn't that Serge Kabong? Because he's besties with Shadrach Sibiya and also close friends with Ket Matlala. So Ket Matlala tells somebody that, oh, the National Police Commissioner will be arrested and Shadrach Sibiya, my person, is going to take over. That's got to concern you and I, my friends. A guy in jail? Remember the Guptas? When they knew about Fikile Mbalula's change in cabinet, when they knew about who's going to be appointed in certain portfolios, that reminded me of that. And I think that is concerning on the highest level. Now, which other name here am I forgetting? Now, Tebogo Tobejane. Tebogo Tobejane is the ex-girlfriend of Ket Matlala. So she's the lady that Ket Matlala, according to the police, sent people to kill her. Right? Stay with me. Ket Matlala is in jail now because the police are accusing him of having attempted to kill her ex-girlfriend, Tebogo Tobejane. Tebogo Tobejane has now submitted an affidavit to the police. What does she say in that affidavit? She says that she told Serge Kabong, the guy who's besties with the Deputy National Police Commissioner, that Ket Matlala, her ex-boyfriend, may be involved in the murder of Babita Deokaran. She says, I told Serge, who's friends with Ket, that I think your friend Ket is actually the one who sent people to kill Babita, because there was a time we went to Tembisa and then he met with people who look like, Ikabi. That's what she was saying. And she says, and Ket was, when Babita was killed, Ket was acting weird that day. That's the information that Tebogo Tobejane has provided to the police. So Tebogo Tobejane claims that when she told Serge Kabong this information, Serge Kabong probably went to Ket Matlala and said, hey bro, your ex-girlfriend thinks